Hey everyone! Welcome back to my vlog, Joe's Journey. So, I am just gonna get right to it. This is my 5th take. And I'm just gonna excuse myself in advance because every now and then when my tongue gets tongue-tied, I tend to revert to my own dialect, the Cebuano dialect, because I am from the island of Cebu in the Philippines originally, and so when it's just getting too much for me, just speaking in English, sometimes, it gets too much. So, mo ni siya hangak mag in English pirme. Okay, sige. So yeah, I just reverted to my dialect there, and welcome back to my vlog. So now, in the previous video, by the way, thank you guys for liking and subscribing to my channel, and to that for liking the previous video. That was a big deal for Steven and I. And for me especially, because we really we didn't know that was going to be the support that we get, because we were actually just very ready to accept that maybe most of the people wouldn't be able to come again because of the things that's going on with the corona pandemic going on and blah blah blah. So there's so many restrictions, right, that we had to follow, and that we are still following right now, and we had to be aware of it, smart social distancing and all that stuff. So, and I'm sure that everybody that was in the ceremony and in the live stream, that's time away from your day. So I just wanted to make sure that we really we wanted to let you know that we really appreciate your taking time out of your day to be in that moment, in that event with us. So salamat, dagang salamat, thank you. Now, I promised in my previous vlog that I was gonna share a series of videos that would focus a little bit more on just taking the time to share what we learned as we were replanning the wedding in a pandemic. So the first thing that we did was, I am just so glad that Steven is a bit more level-headed than I am. I'm somebody who just like, let's go, let's do this, let's go. So the moment that we meet a vendor, because we've been planning the wedding the year before, and our original plan was to have our wedding in Oka River in Manitoba, because Steven is from Manitoba and his family, majority of his family is there. He does have family here too, but majority of the family is back home. And there was only one thing that he asked of me, which I'm glad that he said so, because it's not just about the bride, it's also about the groom. And most of the time men don't say anything, they just say yes because they love you, brides to be out there, right? So but I told Steven, hey, there's actually this was an advice that my maid of honor mentioned to me in one of our many conversations while I was planning the wedding, and she said, ask Steven what he wants to. And he only asked one, that his grandparents would be a part of his wedding. And I was also very close to my grandparents. I grew up with them actually, on and off, like during the summertime, summer vacation, I was with my grandparents. But anyway, it's a totally different story. So yes, I understood that. So it was very important for us to have our original wedding in Manitoba, but then again, things didn't pan out, and we were in panic mode. Actually, I was in panic mode. So first of all, be very mindful with deposits, and just it's good to have a clutch. Steven was my clutch. I was just saying, hey, deposit here, deposit there, but it was a good thing that he held off. And listen to your partner. Listen, he's your husband to be for a reason. It was a good thing that I listened to him, because we ended up not depositing as much. And I know there are still so many couples out there that probably got stuck with their deposit, because the vendors that are also they've given the deposit to are also local businesses trying to survive in this economic crisis and the pandemic going on all at the same time. So that's the first thing. Work with your partner, make sure you listen to them, listen to what they want. It's not just about the bride. And the second thing is, once you finally decided on the venue, once we finally decided, okay, it's not happening in Manitoba, so we finally decided, okay, we're gonna have it here in Edmonton then. And then at first, and it's a lot of going back and forth. At first I was thinking, hey, go to City Hall, let's go to City Hall. We've been living together for how long now, and this is what we both want, and we just wanna, we like, personally, Steven and I we've waited long enough. We've been together long enough, we've waited long enough, and then the pandemic happened, and we didn't want to wait any longer to celebrate our love. And I know here in the Philippines, there's something called common law relationship. Sorry, here in Edmonton, actually here in Canada, there's something called common law. All right, not the Philippines. Still a difference. Roman Catholic religion over there. Marriage first. All right. Okay, sabta ko kay kanang lisod magsig in English. Kanang, okay, so yeah, here in Edmonton we have something called common law, and when you're a common law couple, you basically have the same privileges of being a married couple. So it's basically the same. Now, and then of course it's just, and it's always the option of the couple to either just stay common law or go the next step, which is marriage, which is having all of the hurrah that we just did, Steven and I. Okay, so we decided, okay, maybe when the City Hall would be a great idea. And then Steven kind of like shrugged it off, because he said that, hey, it's just two of us and then two other people as our witnesses, and then that's it. And then what? So we wanted it to be a little bit more special, and there's nothing like it was just us. And again, this was our choice. I'm sure there are a lot of other couples out there who go the City Hall route, and it's beautiful and it's meaningful. So it's just every couple's choice, right? And this was our choice, and this was what went through our heads. And then Steven just wanted it to be a little bit more special, but not too big and too grand. And because Steven and I are similar that way, we love our closest friends, and we keep to our closest friends, and then maybe go to pubs every now and then, have some drinks with our closest friends, but then that's basically and with family, of course, but then that's basically our social life. We keep to ourselves pretty much. So yeah, listen to your partner. Number one, decide about your venue. Once you've decided about your venue, get a day of coordinator. And that's if you are a little bit like me. I am a little bit of a scatterbrain, a little bit of a worrier. I get ahead of myself a lot. So yeah, a day of coordinator was necessary, because I knew I wouldn't be able to do it on my own. And if you are surrounded with friends and family, especially your girlfriends, brides to be out there, who really know who you are inside and out, and they're close to you, take advantage of that. So you probably wouldn't need a day of coordinator if you have those people around you. You would be surprised to know how much people would be so willing to do so much for you, to help you as a couple planning your wedding, because it's a big deal, you know. So, and it's special. So yeah, if you don't have, like, unfortunately Steven and I's friends are scattered around the globe, like, so we just knew that it was going to be a challenge for us to group all of those people in one place for that special event in the middle of coronavirus happening. So that was out the window. We actually originally thought about a destination wedding, so City Hall first and destination wedding, and then we knew that wasn't going to happen when Corona happened. So then when you finally decided the venue, day of coordinator, first I looked into weddingwire.ca. So basically that's a platform for, I'm sure everybody knows, all brides to be out there knows, for all of the vendors about anything that has to do with weddings. Wedding Wire is a pretty good place to go, because that's where I've actually found my first day of coordinator. Her name is Alex, and she was pretty good. She even gave a she even went to Steven's mom's place because she was already scouting for venues, and then again, like, things didn't pan out the way we originally planned, so we had to rethink things. So it was 6 months into our wedding when we finally knew that it wasn't gonna happen in Manitoba. I was in panic mode, and it was so lucky that I got so lucky to actually run into the ladies that run the local wedding events team here in Edmonton. I've talked about it in my previous blog. They're called Pop-Up Wedding Sieg. They're more active in Instagram, or maybe because I'm active in Instagram, that's why I saw them. But they also have a Facebook page. And so, yeah, scout day of coordinators if you're kind of like me. If you're not, then make the best out of the people that you are surrounded with who are willing to help, and you'd be surprised how people are actually more than willing to help you out. And the next is, when you have your day of coordinator, trust them, be open to them, and be honest, especially when it comes to your finances and your budgeting. And like for us, when we were talking to the ladies, so basically Valerie is more of the background, like, person taking care of, like, things, just like techie things or planning things, but like the one who actually did the coordinating is Sevi. I talked about Valerie a lot in my previous video, but in this video I just wanted to thank Sevi. Sevi, you were great. She was very patient with me because I panicked a lot. So speak up, be honest about your concerns, especially about your budget, and then be open to their ideas so that they would, return the favor. Especially for brides to be out there, try not to be the bridezilla because especially during a pandemic where there are a lot of challenges when it comes to restrictions, trust your vendor, trust your day of coordinator about her ideas, and talk it out and be open to their ideas. So, and also especially for brides to be who are a little bit on the creative side, and so when you're a creative, you have a little bit of that perfectionist syndrome in your head. So when you have some vision in your head, make it, this is just my advice to you ladies, whatever is that vision in your head, those brides to be out there, that's not exactly what's gonna happen on the day of your wedding. Okay, so just go with the flow, run with it, be open, and make sure that you can't say to yourself that, hey, it needs to be the way that I saw on that Instagram post. I need it to be exactly like that. Or, oh, I saw that YouTube video and it needs to be exactly like that. It can't, because you are an individual couple. This is a different scenario that we're going through right now, and you just need to be appreciative about the process and own what's going on in your wedding celebration and in your wedding ceremony. So yeah, because every wedding is going to be unique and will always reflect the couple's tastes and the couple's personality. So yeah, so what else? Basically that was the major things. And then when we had the day of coordinator, that was the time when I actually so yeah, those were really the major things. After we finalized everything with our day of coordinator, we then realized what were the actual priorities that we needed for other vendors that we needed during our ceremony, during our wedding. But this vlog has already been a chatty one. I don't want this to be too long. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you continue to like and subscribe if you already haven't. Please do, and more on other vendors that we had in our wedding on the next vlog. So salamat kaayo, daghang salamat. And please continue to like and subscribe my channel. I also do have a blog on medium.com. I'll make sure to include all of the links in the subscription box below. Thanks guys. Ciao.